What if I told you Cadillac is bringing back one of the most legendary names in American luxury, and this time, it's built to take on the best from Europe and Asia? The 2026 Cadillac Coupe de Ville isn't just a nostalgic revival. It's bigger, bolder, packed with next-gen tech, and rumored to deliver performance numbers that could shock even longtime Cadillac fans. But here's the real question. Is this a true luxury comeback that puts Cadillac back on top? Or is it just a beautiful throwback trying to relive the past? Let's break it down and see if the legend is really reborn. The 2026 Cadillac Coupe de Ville marks the return of one of the most iconic names in American luxury. For decades, de Ville stood for big presence, smooth rides, and unapologetic comfort. But over the years, Cadillac shifted towards sportier sedans and SUVs, leaving this legendary coupe in the history books. Until now, with this new model, Cadillac isn't just reviving a badge. They're making a statement. In a U.S. market dominated by German luxury giants like Mercedes-Benz and Bentley, and with American buyers leaning heavily toward high-end SUVs, bringing back a full-size luxury coupe is a bold move. This car is aimed at drivers who want classic American elegance, blended with modern tech and serious performance. Something that feels exclusive without going full exotic. So why does this launch matter right now? Because Cadillac is clearly trying to reclaim its spot as the face of American luxury, not just compete, but lead. And if early impressions are anything to go by, this Coupe de Ville might have more surprises than anyone expected. Let's talk about what really makes the 2026 Cadillac Coupe de Ville feel insane. From the outside, this car doesn't whisper luxury, it announces it. The front end is wide and confident, with a massive illuminated grille and razor-sharp LED lighting that stretches across the fascia. The long hood and sweeping roofline give it that classic American Grand Touring vibe, but the body lines are tighter and more modern than anything Cadillac has done before. On 22-inch wheels, it looks planted, powerful, and expensive, the kind of car that turns heads before anyone even hears it start. And speaking of starting, under the hood, Cadillac is rumored to offer two distinct personalities. A refined twin-turbo V6 for smooth, effortless cruising, and potentially a high-output V8 or electrified performance variant pushing well beyond 450 horsepower. That means this isn't just a boulevard cruiser. It could be a serious highway missile. 0 to 60 in the low 4-second range wouldn't be shocking here. But we'll get to real-world impressions in a moment. Inside is where things get even more interesting. The cabin feels like Cadillac studied what buyers love in cars like the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and decided to add its own American twist. A massive curved OLED display stretches across the dashboard, blending digital gauges, infotainment, and driver controls into one seamless screen. Real wood, brushed aluminum, and hand-stitched leather cover almost every surface you touch. Ambient lighting glows softly around the cabin at night, giving it that private jet atmosphere. But it's not all perfect. With its large size and bold styling, this Coupe de Ville won't be for everyone. It's wide, it's long, and in tight city spaces, that could be a challenge. Fuel economy on the gas-powered versions likely won't impress hybrid competitors either. And depending on final pricing, it could edge dangerously close to established European rivals with decades of dominance in this space. This car isn't trying to copy Europe, it's trying to redefine American luxury in its own way, and when you hit an open stretch of road, it doesn't just cruise, it glides. The suspension absorbs bumps like they don't exist. Road noise fades away. At 70 miles per hour, it feels like you're floating in a private lounge on wheels. Switch into sport mode, and the personality shifts. The steering tightens, the throttle sharpens, and suddenly this elegant cruiser feels shockingly agile. It's not trying to be a track monster, but it holds its composure far better than a full-size American coupe has any right to. This is the turning point, because instead of feeling like a nostalgic throwback, the Coupe de Ville feels modern, confident, competitive. It doesn't just chase European benchmarks, it stands tall beside them. And in some ways, especially ride comfort and interior atmosphere, it might even surpass expectations. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 Cadillac Coupe de Ville isn't just a nostalgic badge revival, it's a serious statement. Cadillac didn't simply bring back a name. They built a modern luxury coupe that delivers real presence, real comfort, and surprisingly strong performance. The ride quality is outstanding. The cabin feels rich and thoughtfully designed, and the technology finally feels competitive with the best in the segment. Are there downsides? Of course. It's big, which won't suit every driver. Fuel economy on the gas models likely won't lead the class. And if pricing creeps too close to fully loaded European rivals, some buyers may hesitate. Brand perception still matters in the luxury world, and Cadillac has to prove it can consistently compete at this level. But this car isn't trying to be a copy of a BMW 8 Series or a clone of a Mercedes-Benz S-Class coupe. It feels distinctly American. Bold. Comfortable. Confident. And that identity might be exactly what many buyers have been missing. If you're someone who wants classic presence with modern tech, who values smooth highway cruising but still enjoys strong acceleration, this Coupe de Ville makes a lot of sense. It's ideal for buyers who want to stand out without going exotic and who appreciate American luxury done right. More importantly, its return could signal something bigger. In a market filled with SUVs and crossovers, this proves there's still room for large, expressive coupes. If Cadillac commits to this direction, we could be looking at the start of a true American luxury resurgence. Now I want to hear from you. Is the Coupe de Ville a real comeback story, or just a bold experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more honest car reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.